here it is, the main course, pickled roast pig. Pork belly is like a slab of bacon, and we're adding butter and wine to the mix. You can't go wrong with that combination. You need the skin to be dry for this recipe, so start by patting the skin dry with paper towel. Mix the marinade ingredients in a bowl and then pour into a rectangular pan that's big enough to hold the pork belly. Place the pork belly into the pan, making sure only the meat touches the marinade and the skin stays completely dry. If the marinade level is too high, you can pour some of it out. Place this in the fridge for several hours or overnight. Make sure the pork belly is level. If one part is lower, the skin won't cook evenly. You can use something to prop up the shorter side if necessary. Spread 1 cup of salt evenly across the pork belly skin. Place into the top half of the oven. Bake it for about 40 minutes until the meat looks cooked. After 40 minutes, remove the pork belly and increase the oven temperature to 465. The salt that was poured over the pork belly should have formed a crust by now. Remove that crust and wipe off any extra salt from the pork belly skin. Once the oven is hot enough, place the pork belly back into the oven. Bake it for another 30 minutes until the skin is bubbly and crisp. Let the pork belly cool for a few minutes before cutting, serving, and enjoying.
Pork is amazing.
Well, I'm just happy. Yeah, it's good stuff.
To go with the pork, we have a nasturtium caper salad. Now, if you don't know, nasturtiums are from Peru, and they traveled to Europe first before they arrived in North America around the mid-1700s. In those days, they were used as both an herb and as an ornamental flower. Today, however, you see the leaves used on many high-end dishes, but today we're focused on the seeds. First, you'll need to pick the nasturtium seeds and wash them to remove any dirt. Now fill a small saucepan with water, vinegar, salt, and sugar. Bring that to a boil. Now add a few sprigs of dill along with the seeds to a jar. Pour the pickling solution over the pods. Seal it and set it in a dark, cool spot for 1 to 2 weeks. The pickled seeds are a little sour note in our salad, which also has red beets, orange slices, creamy cheese, and some fresh herbs. And voila, your salad is ready to eat. Don't those vibrant colors look appetizing? The wines with this course are 2 powerful Madeira. It's a fortified wine from an island with the same name. It's just off the coast of Morocco, but is part of Portugal. They started adding brandy to this wine so it could survive ocean journeys. The barrels would then be heated and cooled as the ships passed through the tropics, which oxidized the wine, deepening the flavor. It makes for a wine that tastes toasted and nutty. Besides this dish, enjoy Madeira as an after-dinner sipper, or with nuts, dried cheeses, and cured meats. We're enjoying a rainwater Madeira from the rainwater wine region. It's lighter in color and drier than other Madeira, which is probably the reason for the name. The second bottle is a Malmsey, which means it's made from Malvasia. This is one of the sweetest and richest Madeiras. So we have 2 very different styles here, one lighter and one very rich.
The Blandies almost looks like it could be a bourbon or something. Blandies is very spicy to me.
The smell is, I love it. It's so inviting for me, warm and comforting.